but that's what it is. I apologize. It's raining, so that's good news because I don't think a lot of people will be out here. We're just gonna road dog this live chat in the rain. How many people I got? Oh, hey, I got 2 likes. Thank you. All right, let's go. My backpack's empty. I even threw my license on the side of me. I didn't even bring my chest pack. Hey, what's up, Mika? Walking to the spot. I'm gonna stop by one of those places where I always find lures. Maybe somebody left us a little gift yesterday. I'm gonna hit it today with the. So I got a Daiwa Presso. I didn't bring my Beleza. I got the Daiwa Presso, and I got the Tsunami Airwave. It's a great rod. Hey, what's going on? Grma. Alright. No guarantees how well we're going to do today. I got to cut that thing off. But we're fishing. Today's going to be fun. We're going to fish with lures that we found. We're only going to fish with lures that we found in the river or lake in the past couple of months. So I have a whole box of it. And we're going to see how we do. It might be tough. I got my waders on. Maybe we'll find some more stuff. Who knows? But I promise you guys I'd do it, and here we are. I can probably fish for about, I'm going to fish till my phone's down to about 20% battery. So I'm going to say like 1.5 hours, 2 hours. It's a good guesstimate. I'm going to quickly peek into the hole where I pick up all my lures all the time. Maybe there's somebody left us a spinner. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm very happy today. I posted a Instagram reel, trial reel yesterday with my neighbor's pickup truck that he lets me borrow because I have a Dodge Ram that freaking never runs. And it blew up. I think I'm up to 15,000 likes. Hold on. You see, this is where I pick my stuff. Just so you don't guys think I'm bamboozling you. You see in my shorts, if you see that log under the water, that's where I usually pick up my stuff. I don't think anything's shiny on it right now, so I'm not sure if I even want to go in there right now. Let's just get to it. We have plenty of stuff to fish with, just so you don't think I make stuff up. That's the log that usually, if I see something shiny on it, I always pop in and grab it. It's actually deceivingly deep down there. The last time I went there, I got some water in my waders over the top. Alright, we got a bunch of, oh, look at that. Look at all the stuff that's hanging on the tree. See that? You see a bobber right there in the center? Hey, what's going on, Ronyo? Welcome in. You see all that stuff that's hanging on the thing? Alright, let's go. Let's go fish. It's going to be about a 2-3 minute walk. Once again, apologies for being late. I don't see, usually there's a bunch of trout here under this bridge. We're not going to be doing trout fishing today. We might on the way back because the lures that I found, most of them are not for trout fishing. I'm using that green box that most of it I picked up during the winter. We're going to start with top water, just for funsies. I really want to catch a pickerel. Never caught a pickerel in my life. More goodies. Dude, I was thinking about actually doing like I still have to put out my giveaway video, but I was thinking about doing finding lures, putting them in a tackle box, and doing a giveaway at the end of every season. Like, I'll pick lures from, let's say, June June 1st till August 30th, and I'll put them into a box and give them away on August 31st. But what if I find some really, really good ones, you know? No, it's just, I don't want to be too greedy. So I was thinking about doing like a challenge like that. And I was thinking the same one for the spring. I was thinking about giving away a bunch of spinners and lures on May 31st. But I'm still thinking about it. I'm not sure. I want to work out the logistics, because I don't want people to think that I'm in the river or lake picking up the lures and just keeping them for myself, which is what I'm doing now. But it'd be nice to share them, because I have plenty. I have so much stuff that I reached a point where I think I can stop buying stuff and still fish for at least another 5 years. And if you add all the stuff I find, I might not even need to buy a lure for the rest of my life. All right. We're almost there. Yeah, I think that would be a fair deal. We're almost there, guys. It's actually good that it's raining, because there's nobody here. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this chatterbait off. I still have a fluorocarbon on this rod, so we'll tie on some sort of a top water and we'll toss it around. This is actually my kid's fluking rod. You guys, for those of you that have been fishing with me, you know this rod. All right. Let's see. Let's start here. I did get a fish here on top water. Let's start with top water. We're gonna check what we have in the box. I see some free line already. So yeah, my super cool Coleman backpack. I probably should not have carried it like this. I mean, we're fine. Here, there's some free line that somebody left for us. All right, you know what I want to fish with? So this is all my stuff that I found, and most of it was found in this area. You know what I want to start with? I want to start with this, because I've been thinking about this thing way too many times. I found it about 100 feet away from here, hanging on a bush. I want to try this. It's a River to Sea Whopper Plopper, and it's about 19 bucks if you buy it. Let's try this thing. All right, let me get my stuff situated. My second phone. Man, I love my iPhone 13 Pro. I've had this phone for 4.5 years, and I feel like sometimes it makes better videos than my newer iPhone. I never broke the screen, never broke anything really on it. So I'm going to take this thing off. As per rules of the challenge, I'm not fishing with anything I purchased. I think my Rapala scissors are getting a little dull. Alright, I actually brought Ziploc bags with me. I'm going to throw it in my bag. Okay. Let's tie it on. Hopefully I don't lose it, but if I lose it, hey, find some, you lose some. I wonder if I should just tie it directly to the braid. Should we do that? Just in case? What do you guys think? Should I tie this directly to the braid? Yeah, I think we should just tie it directly to the braid. Next thing up. Yeah, let's tie it directly to the braid. What do you guys think? It's a top water lure. I don't think I really need a. I'm very proud of my Alberto on that. Yeah. Directly to the braid. I'm gonna keep that fluoro covering. Hey, Dog Tyson Tackle. What's going on, man? Long time no see. Welcome in. We're fishing with the lures we found. The rules of engagement today are no purchase lures. Only stuff I found on the live stream or outside of the live stream. And you know what? You guys will be proud of me. I'm gonna do a improved clinch knot. Well, I wish my fingers were smaller. I can't use my teeth to pull that because dentists are expensive. All right. Pray we make it back to the dock. We just lost our port main. Oh my God! How far away are you from the dock? So I guess you use the troller motor to get back. I never owned a boat, so whatever I say. The only boat I used was when I was a fireman. We had a boat at the fire department. Hey, what's going on, BJ Fishes? All right, so this is our trophy lure. As per the rules of the challenge, I'm only gonna fish with trophy stuff today. Let me fix my phone so I can see you better. And we're gonna toss it out there. Well, dog tags, I hope you make it out. I like that you're in good spirits watching live streams on YouTube. I appreciate it. I worked at California Fire Department, retired, live in Massachusetts now. Wait, you went back, William. You're supposed to move to California when you retire. And I'm only half kidding because I used to live in Sacramento when my wife was doing she was doing this thing for her job for 3 years. But that's cool, man. Isn't retired fireman life great? All right, hold on. All right, Whopper Plopper. A trophy Whopper Plopper by, let's see. Trying to give you guys a view of it. We picked up some seaweed. Nope, it's back out. If I catch a pickerel on this thing, if there's pickerel in this body of water, you're gonna see me in rare form. Let's put it that way. I have never caught a pickerel. I guess bass just outcompete them here. There's a gazillion little dinky bass in here. I'm gonna wait for the bubbles to pass. Hopefully I don't. Burkers Fishing Adventure. What's going on, Burkers? God damn. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Who else is in here? I found 3 lures yesterday. One, a rod rooster tail. Do you ever fish in Sussex County? No, I don't fish Sussex because I'm kind of like Mr. Mom. So I have limited amount of time I can fish. I fish often, but I fish short amount of time. So I only fish Somerset County. I only fish Somerset County, unfortunately. But yeah, I found rooster tails. I have a whole box. If you're new to my channel, I'll show you what I found. I was actually walking this. We did live streams from here. We ice fished here, and we picked a bunch of these lures on the live stream. For those of you that remember. But yeah, there's lures everywhere here. I like to come to small lakes with trees all around. Who else is in here? So, goddamn Burkers Fishing. Let me check. I'm gonna try my best to keep up with the chat. I raised my phone up in front of my face. Where's the bass, man? Actually, last time we live streamed, good thing I had waders because. All right, let me let it plop. We are limping the boat back in. Let's see who else is in here. Hey, Yakking, what's up, man? Yakking with damn dogs. By the way, guys, those of you that don't know Ronyo, I purchased some flies from him. How do you call them? Jig heads. The ones that he ties by himself. And man, I gotta tell you, hit up Ronyo. He makes them so beautiful. They're so beautiful, me and my kid are actually afraid to throw them in the water. I just got my package yesterday. I'm so happy. I've never fished with anything pretty like that, so I just got to give it to Ron. And I know that he did not like making small hook ones. I can see why. They are much smaller than what they look like on the live stream. Next time, Ron, I'll order bigger hooks. I'm sorry you had to, I can understand your pain now. But yeah, I don't have them with me because today we're just fishing with the trophy lures. All right, let's change up our direction. I really don't want to keep tying new things on, so we're gonna fish with this thing for a while. But you know what? Let's switch up to our ultralight real quick. So I'm gonna throw this back on the rod. I'll show you guys what else I have in the tackle box. I really wanted to fish with that black whopper plopper. What else do we have here? You know what? Maybe we should. You see, I even have small jig heads like that. Those are we found on the live stream. The only problem is I don't have trout magnets to put them. Oh no, I have one. Yeah, I have one trout magnet that's kind of beat up that we found on the live stream, and I have this little jig head. It's almost like an ice fishing jig head. You see that? But I don't think we want to fish with it. I want to fish with that yet. Oh, I actually have a trout magnet too here. You know what we should do? Let's fish with a spinner. These are all the spinners we found. This one's way beat up. I gotta straighten this one out. But it's nice. We actually found this one right next to where I am right now. You know what? We might as well just fix it and fish with it. You see it's a little bent, so whoever's trying to get it out is trying hard. You guys think we should try it? Who makes this one? Oh, it's a Panther Martin. Now let's fish with a Panther Martin. Let me straighten it out a little. Hopefully it still works. Jigger fry, some call them, thank you. Well, look at my fingers. Like, not only do I have fat fingers, I have poison ivy all over them. All right, let's fish with this. Let's fish with a Panther Martin on an ultralight rod. So you can see it still has old line from whoever owned this before me. And we found it in the tree right next to where I'm fishing right now. And I believe we found this on a live stream too. So yeah, I have a Diva Presso with a Daiwa Legalis and a 4-pound line. And let's see if we can get one. Hold on, where's my mind? Come on, Grumpy, you got this. I really should get a rod holder. I ordered it and it came, but it's still in the box. I think we're gonna get a fish on this. Hey Ferg, do a short on time monolito to braid. Yes, do a short. You'll get a ton of views. It looks like a Burkhurst Fishing Adventures. It looks like a Celto lure. It is beautiful colors. It basically, I think, it mimics a baby perch. But I've used a very similar lure to catch the only fish I ever caught. Well, my kid caught it. We caught a what's the name of the fish in Iceland? I forgot the name of it. Jeez. But it was a bigger spinner like that. Hold on. think I'm doing way too many loops, but it's okay. You fishing with Grumpy. Nothing we do is professional. We just have fun. I am not a professional fisherman. I don't play one online. Now, where did my scissors go? Oh, they're right there. Running, you got. I'll do on this. Celtalure. That sounds cool. Or Keltalure. I don't know. I really wish I had a Senko, the proper color Senko. You know what I realized I did? Guys? I cut off the. We should have probably fished with the Senko first, because I cut off the leader. That was not smart, Grumpy. Well, worst case scenario, you know what? I'm gonna be lazy and I'm just gonna tie the leader on with one of the swivels we found. Sorry, it's not optimal, but it'll work. Had to get showered to hate and late. Hey, finding joy in the joy. No, I appreciate that you came in. I was actually late. I was 15 minutes late to this live stream. I was 15 minutes late. I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's good to see all the regulars. And I feel bad because I said I was going to be on at 8:30, but I ran 15 minutes late. And it was raining. Now it stopped. So look at that, and there's nobody fishing. Okay, so let's try this spinner we found. Let's see if it actually spins. I was a little bent. Oh yeah, it spins. I don't know if you can see it, but you see it flashing in the water. Let's catch a fish. So the rules for today are I'm only fishing with stuff I found and I'm not cheating. That was not a fish. So I've never purchased Panther Martin, but everybody says that Panther Martin spinners are amazing. Wow, the fish is really lethargic today. Nobody's buying the Panther Martin. I don't know if it's because the weather got cold or what. But by the way, yesterday we did a live stream and we caught a. I think something just went after it. Yesterday I was dropping off my kid for his basketball practice, and we did a live stream and caught a brown trout in Round Valley, New Jersey. And if I don't respond to your comments, it's not intentional. Sometimes I miss stuff. Daniel Watch, how you doing, Daniel? All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start throwing it more directionally straight. Katarine Aljovich, what's going on? We're doing good. Who else is in here? Daniel. Who else is in here? I see Burkos. Yep, all the regulars. Mike Shark. What's going on, Mike Shark? Oh, somebody got timed out. Thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate it. I don't know why a spinner wouldn't work right now. I mean, it's spawning season. Why wouldn't they just attack it? Should I go slower? But yeah, we caught a beautiful brown trout yesterday on the live stream on that Berkeley. We caught it on the Berkeley power bait spinner. And I gotta tell you, you know what? As much as I didn't want to like that spinner, that is probably the most fun spinner I've ever used in my life. But I'm not a spinner fisherman. All right, let's be quiet here. The fish can hear us. There's usually fish right there. Let me do a little catty cast. All right. I wonder where the fish are. I figured on a little panther martin, maybe I'll reel it slower, we would get a fish. Ah, that was not a fish. Hey, what's going on, Tiger? Cletus, hold on. Cletus, you're in. What's up, everybody? It's good to see you guys in my live stream. Thanks for stopping by. For those of you that don't know, we're only fishing with lures we found. And I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself. So now we're throwing on the ultralight rod, we're throwing a Panther Martin spinner, which I thought would do a little better than it's doing right now. No, I think I'm just hitting tops of those brush piles. Oh, we got one, crappie. I got a crappie on the Panther Martin. I saw him eat it too. Okay, I got a fish. I have never caught a crappie. I don't think I ever caught a crappie on a spinner in my whole life. Look at that, lure at work. There you go. It's a Panther Martin. I've never caught a crappie on a spinner before. Look at that, just popped out. Nice crappie. Not huge, just a baby, but still. There you go, one fish. So we got one crappie. Let's let her go, or him. Sorry, bud, if I'm assuming gender. All right, so we got one crappie on the Panther Martin. Let's throw it a couple more times, and if we get bored, we'll switch it up. That was pretty good, though. I actually saw it eat it. It kind of came up to the surface and just ate it. There are days I'll only catch one crappie, like one roe crappie. It's a beautiful spinner. All right, let's see. Cletus Clear Lake. Cletus, I'm sorry that I didn't properly say your name before. There's somebody else who has a very similar name. But yeah, Cletus Clear Lake. So yeah, we got one crappie so far. I think I'm either getting bites or there's some sort of a brush pile over there. Not brush, but just vegetation. Let me do it again. See what it is. See what it is. That is a very pretty spinner. I always wanted to buy a pack of Panther Martins, but they're like $50. I don't want to buy individual ones, and since I don't use spinners that much, I don't want to spend $21 for a pack of 5. And you guys know how I get when I lose my spinners. I think we have a fish, or either I keep hitting this brush pile. Nope, no fish. Yeah, I'll keep hitting. I actually saw it hit another another vegetation pile. Brush pile. Why do I keep saying brush pile? Yeah, see that? I hit it. One crappie. All right, so how about this? Let's throw this spinner. Well, let's move along the bank a little bit. We're gonna throw the spinner a couple more times. Like, I know that's not a fish. Stop playing with me. It's a beautiful spinner. You can probably see the spinner in the water. Beautiful spinner. All right, we are hitting some vegetation with it. Now I understand why there's so much fish always sitting there when me and my kids fish. There has to be a bunch of growth there that they hide in. All right. So yeah, here's what we're fishing with. I had to bend it back. It's not perfectly straight. But in this world, who it really is. All right. I think every time I throw it, I pick up some growth. Thank you, Finding Joy. That's a beautiful message. I appreciate that. 42 people on the live stream. Let's go, guys. And we get some likes going too. I appreciate that. It's good to be out fishing again. Like I was saying yesterday, a lot of live streamers that I watch, for some reason, not a lot of people live stream, but I think there's an exact reason for it. I think YouTube doesn't give us views anymore, as it used to at least. Which for me, I don't monetize my live streams ever. I think I did it when I first got monetized, and I don't monetize the stream. So either way, for me, I'm fine. I just enjoy fishing. A year ago, I was doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. Same thing, but I had nobody watching me, and I was happy as a clam. Oh, I just had a bite. I just had a bite right there. That was definitely a bite. All right, here we go. One more cast here. I'm gonna go grab the rest of my stuff, and we're gonna toss the spinner somewhere else. I'm trying to keep it as high up in the water column. It's not a fish. All right, let's go back, grab my stuff, and let's keep moving along this. Any black banded sunfish in there? Black banded sunfish. I'm sorry, I do not know what black banded sunfish is. If you can post it on the community tab or just tell me what it is, I'd appreciate it. I don't know my sunfish. Black banded sunfish. Oh, wow, we just got serious. It's a little deep in here. You know what I want to do? I want to toss along this bank right here. Give me a second, gang. Yep, right there. That's what I want to do. That's not a fish. You know where I found this spinner? I remember this vividly in the live stream. See that branch right there? Right past this branch, the first branch? That's exactly where we picked up that spinner I'm fishing with right now. All right, let's do a couple more casts and get out of here. It's a little hard to cast with a 7-foot rod because there's trees all over me. So I almost have to like flick it, but it flies. It easily flies. I'm gonna say at least 60 feet. I think we should make a new rule. If you find any new lures today, we should fish with them. Okay, 2 more casts here and we're getting out of here. See, as soon as I cast it in, Picking up vegetation, which is why I'm keeping my rod tip up. I'm going to read the chat too. Hold on. Beautiful spinner. Now, let's see what we got. Let's see what you guys wrote. Hey, SWC Florida, what's going on, man? 5534 Adam, how you doing? Who else is in here? They are native to New Jersey. Okay. Black banded sunfish. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. If my squirrel brain doesn't forget, I'll check it out. Who else is here? Small water charters. It's good to see you. I got some Ronios. I got some. I bought some. Oh wait, hold on. No, I'm not touching that. That looks like a cigar or a branch. I thought that was a Senko. I got some of the Ronios jig heads, and I absolutely love them. I figured I'd tell you that since you know Ronio personally. All right, I'm thinking what we should do next. Let's keep moving along the bank. I didn't realize that the vegetation was going to be already up right next to the top water, but it is what it is. Yeah, so today we're fishing. For those of you who don't know, we're fishing with found lures. I'm very happy I have a trout bait in there. I don't know if I'll be throwing this frog around because I think it's one of those cheapo frogs. I didn't bring the frog that we found on one of the last lives from here. We found a nice small one. All right. Ooh, I see some line. Let's see, what is that line going to lead us to? Nothing. Wait, let us follow the rabbit hole. Wait, hold on guys, I got good news. I see more line. Maybe we'll find something real quick. Oh, life is but a dream. Hold on, what we got? No, it's just line. So far we only caught one fish. Who else is in here? Hold on. Hey, Salty Salvatore, good to see you. How's it going? What did Tiger say? You should keep a good eye on those trees because there might be some lures there. Yes, we will keep an eye on the trees. We will keep that in our mind. All right, hold on. By the way, I did catch a brown trout out of a lake yesterday, and it looked completely different compared to all the other brown trout I ever caught in my life. All right, I'm going to throw that line in the garbage container as soon as I pass one. Okay, let's move along a little bit. I just want to move my stuff. Anybody got tips how I should throw this whopper plopper? What I was just going to do is throw it out there, wait for the ripples to go away, and just slowly reel it back, give it a couple of pops, and let it sit there for 2 seconds, and then reel it again. That's my strategy. As you guys know, I'm not a big-time bass fisherman or big fish fisherman. There's a spot here that people with waders or boots cannot get to, but we will. That's why I like to bring boots here. Here we go. You see? Benefits of fishing in boots. Watch. It's a super shallow bank. You just walk out here like that. I see fish moving around. Don't see any lures on trees. You see, that's the benefit of bringing boots. And see, I'm right past all this vegetation. This hook is a little rusty. That's the spinner we found. Spinner, top water. All right, let me cast it out there and read the chat. I'm gonna walk out a little bit. It is shallow out here. I'm gonna yeet this thing out there. Oh yeah, that flew pretty far. going to try fishing tomorrow, being cold and windy. Yeah, so Salty Salvatore, I'm going to at AC on Saturday. My kid, you know where I'm actually going to be staying? Well, I'm not going to tell you the motel I'm going to be staying at because I want to give my kid the Jersey Shore experience. Most of the people on his team are staying in AC, but I don't know if you know, around tax season, hotels in AC are prohibitively expensive. The cheapest one's like $400. So I'm going to be staying in Surf City, New Jersey. I got a motel there. It's about a 40-minute drive from AC, but it's right on the beach, and it's like $180. And I wanted to give my kid a Jersey motel experience, Jersey Shore motel experience. My wife's gonna kill me, but I'm not paying $400 for a hotel in Atlantic City. I'm not a gambler either, so it's just kind of stupid. It's like going to AC to go hiking. I mean, it's like going to Vegas to go hiking. It's a beautiful whopper plopper. Wow. Hey, Will, Noob Gamer, what's up? I don't have a baitcaster. Okay. Whopper plopper, slow retrieve, and small pod between reels. You got it. Yeah, I'm staying that close to you. That's why I'm not telling you where I'm going to be staying. No, man, it's all love. It's all love. Wow, look at that. Look at that dew coming off the braid. I look like one of those cinematic bass fishermen with the 300 stickers on their jacket. Okay, we're going to wait for the ripples to dissipate slowly. I was told people catch pickerel here. Where's the pickerel, man? I've been trying to catch one. I've been fishing here for at least 100 hours. I probably have about 2,000 casts in here. Where is the pickerel? Where's the pickerel everybody told me about? Why don't they bite? I find these lures here, I put them on my rod, and still no fish. Why this happened to me, Timmy? Yeah, so to respond to the question, Noob, I do have a bait caster, but I don't know how to cast them properly. Maybe that's going to be a good challenge. Maybe we should learn. Maybe we should teach Grumpy how to use a bait caster. But yeah, unfortunately, I still am not proficient with a bait caster. I feel like bait caster is a great reel to use in a boat or a kayak when you don't really need to cast crazy distances. I did buy a bait caster, a nice one. I made a short about it for 30 bucks. It already has Berkeley braid on it. Solo Texan, what's going on? Good morning. And Grumpy, you ever fish Pemberton Lake? No. If Pemberton Lake, I live in Somerset County and I do not go far to fish. So if Pemberton Lake, I've heard about it, but I've never fished it. To be honest with you, Salty, I only got heavy into fishing 4 years ago. That's when I used to be one of those burnt out guys that worked in the financial real estate industry, and I burnt out and I started fishing a lot. So I really never fished more. I fished in college, but I would only go to Sandy Hook and fish the surf. So I'm not very knowledgeable about all the lake fishing in Jersey. And I used to go to Round Valley with my college buddies. We used to freeze our butts off to catch stock trout. Yeah, Whopper Plopper is not working. Why is he not working? I don't know if it's the color, but I don't think it is. I mean, there has to be big fish here. Where's the big fish? Where is the big fish? Let me get over and cast over there. All right, let's wait. Solo Texan, who else is here? Pickle will be on the banks, 2 feet of water. Yep. I'm the chain pickle master. I get all my lunker chainies in 2 feet of water patrolling the banks. Got it. Finding Joy says, all the water is at least 30 minutes away from me. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a pain in the butt, especially with the current gas prices, Joy. Salt water is hours away. Yeah, that's tough. You don't have any small creeks around? You have to have small creeks so you can microfish or ultralight fish, no? I might be wrong. But that's how I started fishing 4 years ago. I started hiking a lot for health. And I started bringing a fishing rod with me. And I started fishing creeks that were just super shallow. I would catch a bunch of creek chops with my kid and by myself. And that's how I got into heavily got into fishing. You know what's interesting though, Salvatore? I've never saw a pickerel here. Like I always wear polarized sunglasses. And I've seen a million bass, I've seen a million crappie. I could actually see them. But I never saw a pickerel. I want to have a pond in my backyard. Oh, by the way, speaking of my pond, so some bird came and I stuck a bunch of bluegill in my pond that we caught with my kid. Well, some bird came. I don't know if it was a bird or a mink. I kind of blocked it off from the bird, but I think it was a blue heron. Every single bluegill is gone. That's it. I used to come up and I would feed them worms and stuff. As of yesterday, every single bluegill's gone. All right, one more cast with this thing and we're going to switch to something different. Thanks for 40 likes, by the way. That's nice. I appreciate that. All right, you know what? Let's just switch. I don't think we're going to get a fish on the whopper plopper. And then one. I'm not putting it through the eye. Put it through the side thing. Come on, now it's on the. Kind of threw my backpack like that. Not nice. By the way, if you want a cheap fishing backpack and you haven't heard me harp about Coleman backpacks, they're awesome. For about 30 bucks. I'd say 95% as good as a Yeti. And it's lightweight. Look at that bottle. All right, let's throw a Panther Martin. If we get nothing with Panther Martin, I'll change it to something different. We'll use one of those little jerkbaits that I have. I mean, there would be baby pickerel here. They would just eat this up right now. Why? Or a baby bass. I know a baby bass will bite a spinner. Bass are straight predators, but pickerel are opportunists. Pickerel love live bait fish way more than lures. All right, maybe we'll do that here. I can catch a gazillion creek chops and bring them here and throw them on the bobber. I did find live bait bobbers at this pond. But there's someone bothering and harassing me because they think they own the water. Yeah, that happens a lot in Jersey. That happens a lot in Jersey. We have a lot of lakes up north. I mean, a lot of them are private, but even if you stay with somebody, people don't know who you are. You are actually not even allowed to use a kayak that doesn't have a stamp from that community. It's crazy. But I've got yelled at before. Fishing's slow today for sure. It's not as good as it usually is here. But we're also using spinners and top water, so we're not gonna catch a fish every 10 minutes. Why is this thing on top water? What's going on? Hello, Edward. What's going on? Edward Lindblom. Good morning. You know what? Maybe we should. You know what I should do? I was thinking. As you guys know, my mind moves 200 miles a second, so I can't do bait fishing, but I can bring a bait rod, and while we throw it in for Mr. Pickerel, I can do some other fishing. Oh look, we picked up a leaf. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fish for the next 5 minutes, probably less. I'm gonna do 5 casts with this Panther Martin. We get nothing, we're gonna move. We'll switch out Panther Martin for something more fun, and we're just gonna keep moving and fishing. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to understand what the hell I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I was thinking in the summer. I'm going to see how it goes with my jobs. For those of you that don't know, I work mostly super late nights and early mornings. And if I can, I think I can do it easily. I'll bring 2 rods with me. No, this Panther Martin is not spinning anymore. I see why. That would make it not spin. Sometimes what's going on in my brain? Hold on. Yeah, I can definitely catch you guys a gazillion bullheads. I know exactly where they are. I can catch you a bunch of bullheads. And we caught eels last year. I know where they are. And Jersey is full of bullheads. And nobody eats them, so they're good eating. There's a gazillion bullheads in this pond too. All right, I'm gonna say 2 more casts and we switch. Those are the best casts. Edward, know if you had a channel. Thanks for watching. Please like. Thank you, Edward. Thanks, I appreciate that. Panther Martins get stuck on their own treble hooks. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. All right, last cast with a Panther Martin. You know what? Let me cast it by that log over there. This is my last cast with the Panther Martin. We're gonna switch to something more fun. I had a lot of fun spinner fishing yesterday. All right, let's walk and talk. Let's switch to a different spot. I don't know when my next live is going to be. I still do have a ton of work at my house, but I'm trying. I think I can do my next live Thursday. Wait, that's tomorrow. That's oh, you have it good when you don't know what day it is. Or maybe Friday then. Friday I gotta run to a dentist. All right, let's pick up that bottle and throw it in the trash. Got a lot walking around the park with a bottle in my hand. Some Karen's gonna call cops on me. Oh wow, look at this thing. Look like a bottle out of the movie. Let's walk. I gotta schlep to a garbage can. It's not that close. We'll be fishing in the next, I'm gonna say, minute. There's another spot I want to stop by here. Good morning, Dr. Donut Highlight. I feel like I've seen you before. I like that name though. I used to go ghoulhead fishing grandpa, good times, right? Mika, would you catch them all on worms? They seem to really love the worms here. You know what? I have never fished this spot before here. I've never fished on this area. Let's try it. Maybe I've been wrong all along. You never know, maybe that juicy pickerel is somewhere here. And I specifically don't fish here because you see how nasty this is? Hold on. Let's see. Maybe we get that pickerel that allegedly lives in the water. I see turtles. I like turtles. This is shallow, so according to Salty Salvatore, this is where the Mr. Pickerel would like to live. You can see how it's along the bank. So we're gonna eat it along the bank and just, whoa. Okay, I did not get it stuck. I've caught decent sized bass here. Seems like I'm caught on something because Mr. Plopper is not really plopping. What's going on? What am I stuck on? Oh, of course. Stuck on some weeds. Let's do one more cast and get out of here. Seems like it's all the same. Edward has a channel. I'm gonna check out your channel once I'm done. I'm gonna find it through one of your comments. I appreciate your comments on my shorts, by the way. Oh, guys, today, so I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. Today I'm gonna post a video of a pickup truck. Mostly because I posted that video on my Instagram yesterday as a trial reel and it absolutely blew up. I think it's up to 15,000 likes right now. So I apologize. Yes, I wanna view hog, but I haven't had a video that was that successful and ever on Instagram. I don't even actually my videos on Instagram up until about a couple of months ago I only had 10 followers on Instagram. So if you see a video that's not fishing related, I apologize in advance. I only do this like once in a blue moon. Hey, what's going on, Jane? I know who that is. All right. Seems like we're having the same kind of luck that we were having before. Oh, man. So yeah, I've been told by many people that there are pickerel in this pond. But I still have not caught one. Very confused. Got 43 people watching. That's pretty good. Thanks, guys. Okay, this is gonna be my last cast with this thing. We're gonna switch it to a different whopper plopper. All right, I'm gonna wait for it to dissipate. But yeah, I checked my regular spot where I always find lures this morning, and not much stuff there. I think YouTube's giving us more viewers. We got 54 now. Look at that. We're breaking the chains of the algorithm. Now, okay. I think I've about had it. I can probably fish for the next, I'm gonna say 45 minutes. Let's hurry up a little bit. I'm gonna change up the Panther Martin, and I'll change up the Whopper Plopper, and I'll throw this bottle out. Whew. My phone is down to 48%, so usually on average it's about 1.5 minutes of live streaming per 1% battery on my phone. And I gotta love walking around with a beer bottle in the park, especially in this place. You're gonna get popped. All right, I'm just gonna take you guys to a spot that I know has fish, and maybe we can rig up a Senko. Maybe we'll catch a bass. The only problem is I took off the line. I'm gonna try to figure out how to rig up a Senko. We'll do something. I have some fluorocarbon. Okay, beer bottle is secured. And we're gonna throw out this line that I found. All right, let's go. Let's go rig up a Senko and catch a bass. I kind of know where they hang out here. I'm kind of sad I don't have like that green color Senko. But the rules are rules. You gotta fish with the stuff you found. Let me just check this. Maybe we'll find a green Senko here, you never know. What people like to do is they'll put stuff on the bench and it rolls back and it falls right here. No, I see nothing. All I see is goose poop. Hey Dog Tags, welcome back. This is fun. You're gonna pop in later? All right, we'll see you soon. All right, we're at our final location, I think. Let me just throw this Panther Martin one time before I take it off. I have a good feeling about it. Just one time. Just one time. Okay. Oh, fish. We got one. See? I had a good feeling about this. There you go. Right at the bank. I think I basically kind of scooched over its bed and it bit it. Alright, well, nothing to write home about. What's going on, RTX? We're fishing with trophy lures today. We're catching some fish, but it's not that good. We caught one crappie and one bluegill so far. Let me see if we can get lucky again. That was funny. Right at the bank. How you use that as bait? I don't have that big of a... I don't have that much time to, because we're going to be streaming only for the next... I would love to... Oh, that was a big fish. Hold on, that was a big fish. That was a big boy bite. Hold on, that was something juicy. That definitely tugged on the rod. Hold on. That might have been a juvenile bass, which gives us hope, right? Hold on. That was good. That was something good. All right, let's do it again. Maybe we'll catch that. That was something juicy. That was either a big crappie, a big bluegill, or like a 1 pound bass. I'm trying to reel it as soon as I can because we just keep hitting vegetation. All right, last cast with this and we're gonna switch. I don't want to throw it in a tree, but there's a good spot right there. No. Okay, let's go switch up. It's almost like I want to throw a smaller hook on on this rod with a piece of Senko, but I don't know how that's going to work. This way I can catch up to the chat. Catch up to the chat. 72 people on the live stream. Welcome in, guys. We're fishing with trophy lures today. Whatever we found over the past 4 or 5 months, we're fishing with that today. One crappie, one bluegill. Thanks for that. And once again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks. I appreciate it, guys. As I was saying before, it seems that a lot of YouTubers, I don't know if it was burnout. For me, to be honest with you, I kind of got tired of catching trout after not catching it. I think a lot of YouTubers either burnt out over the season or just doing stuff with their families in the spring, because, you know, spring everybody starts running around. But a lot of YouTubers that I watch don't live stream right now. So I appreciate people watching. You know what? See, you know what I want to use? I want to use this, but the problem with this is we're going to pick up so much crap that it's just going to be this is going to be a bad time for all of us. We're just going to keep it because it's going to dive and it's going to pick up all that vegetation. You know what else I have? So I have this worm, this Senko. That's the only complete Senko that I have. And I have these things. Oh wait, isn't this great for bass? Let's throw that on. You know what? I'm gonna throw this on 4-pound line because I don't think there's big bass in here. Let's try this. I thought this was an amazing lure for bass. I don't think it's rigged correctly. Hold on. Is it supposed to be like this? Or is it supposed to, hold on, is it supposed to poke out? I think it's supposed to be like this with hidden hook. Hey, Inspector Orca, what's going on? Find the lures. Yes, all lures I have found. I like him. Glacier Shark always has my kind of, he has my, oh, you know what I'm seeing? You're not seeing what I'm seeing. But Inspector Orca is on duty right now. You see what I'm seeing? You see it? What is that? That's an EVG hook right there. And look at a nice one too. You see that? Inspector Orca is on duty today. You know what? We're gonna throw this one on. And we're gonna use this one. We just found it and it's beautiful. Look at this. This actually might be one of those expensive ones. Now we just need to find a worm. Oh, found a bobber. Inspector, oh no, it's bobber. This bobber has seen better days. He's been victim of fishing rage. So we got a bobber that's broken and a piece of split shot. All right, I don't see a worm, unfortunately. All right, let's keep moving. We ain't got all time in the world, so we got an EWG hook. Glacier, it's good to see you. Hold on, let me mod you up. Glacier has that humor that all my buddies, we were all nerdy biologists in school, and he is right on that wavelength, and I like it. I love his live streams. If you do not subscribe to Glacier Shark yet, trust me, he didn't pay me for this. Subscribe to him. So I found this. Let me rig this up on a 4-pound line and hope for the best. Probably not a good idea, but hey, you never know. I can tell you one thing. I've pulled in 3.5-pound bass on a 2-pound line. I think I can do it in 4 pounds. Okay, Miga, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you always supporting me. Thank you so much. All right, I just dropped my spinner. And where did it go? Nobody knows. Where did my spinner go? Jeez. I just dropped my spinner. Oh, here, I see him. I see him. But yeah, Glacier, if you're still in the live stream, I'm telling you, this park, you can basically come here almost every morning. I never would fish here in the evening, but you can come here every morning and you can basically fish with whatever you find here. I also drop lures, so it's not like I'm perfect. I lose stuff all the time. All right. Oh, I think we're totally fine. I've never fished with this thing before. It kind of looks funky, but it's not that heavy, so it's actually kind of fits a dive presso fine. It doesn't really overpower it. I never fished with this crab before. Let's see if it works. People said it works great. We're probably gonna pick up about 1/2 pound of seaweed, but let's try it. Let's try it. I think it's made by Cream. Oh, thank you, Anonym. I appreciate that. Oh, you know what? It kind of swims funny. I like it. And that spinner actually works. So basically what happens is, as it's floating through the water, this thing spins like one of those things on top of it spins like a windmill basically. All right, you know what? I like it. I don't think you should be using it on an ultralight rod, but we're just having fun today. I don't think there's really no heavy weed structure and there's no big fish here. I've never seen a big bass here. So if it does take me in the weeds, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get it out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let it drop. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. You know what? I know where the bass live here. They should be right there. Okay, we're gonna let it drop. And we're gonna pop it a few times. So many people in it. Thank you guys. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? Jimware test. We are in a beautiful state of New Jersey. If the pollution don't kill you, the taxes will. Hold on, let me get this log. I once met a bunch of guys that bass fish here, and they told me, I'm not sure if they told me that on purpose, but hold on, I see something in the water. That doesn't look like a stick. That might be a piece of a fishing rod. Do I want to stick my head in there? Of course I do. I don't know. It is a perfectly straight stick. Alright, hold on, gang. Man, this water stinks. For those of you just joining, hold on. I think I pinned the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I am using a worm. Hold on. Found a new love size 4 circle hooks. Been landing hard fighting pickle on them. One crappie, one bluegill. Hold on. I pinned the wrong message and I just realized that. Nah. Alright. I think we had our fun with that worm. It's pretty cool lure though. I would never buy one, but I think I found 2 of them so far at different bodies of water. And you know what we're gonna fish with? Let's fish with the EWG hook and a worm. We're gonna fish with the hook that we just found. Alright, let's stop this fun. Let's go fish with something different. I'm in a rush, so I'm not going to connect braid to. I'm not really good at quickly connecting braid to fluorocarbon, so I'm just gonna do a swivel, and don't get mad at me. All right, let me find my scissors real quick. So we're gonna take off this trophy whopper plopper. All right, put it back in the trophy box. I have this kind of worm in there too. I don't think I want to use that. So these are my Senkos. These are the only 2 Senkos that are in decent condition that I found. And I think I should try this one first. This one's basically brand new. You guys think this hook is too big for it? Well, I'm gonna wait for you to comment. Robert frogs work well for largemouth. Yes. Sarah Walker, happy birthday. Alright, I use top water spiders in the river by my house. Bass love them. Yeah, for some reason, I don't have good luck with top water in Jersey. I don't know if it's just us in Jersey, but I have so many top water lures and I've never had luck with them. Now, here's the thing. Should I use this EWG hook or use a smaller one that we found, but it's a little rusty? I have this one. Hook is fine, just put it through the middle of that thing. I don't want to do a wacky rig because I don't want to, there's so much weeds here. I'm going to rig it regularly. But I really want to put on a fluorocarbon. I don't think I ever caught a bass on a wacky rig. But I'm not a bass fisherman. Alright, I don't have time to connect fluoro. Do I? Damn it. Hold on, guys. Yeah, let me just use one of these swivels we found and quickly connect braid to fluoro. I don't know why I cut it off. Let me find my fluorocarbon. Here it is. Hey, Paul, what's going on? Mr. Paul. I miss you, Paul. How's it going? I know you're on an oil rig right now, somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. But it's good to see you, man. I'm just being lazy because sometimes when I try to connect, I do Alberto night on the live stream. It takes me 2 tries to connect it, so I don't want to stress myself out. We're not doing anything crazy here. I don't think we're gonna catch a big fish. All right, let's connect this EWG hook. So top water was not working this morning. We went to the shallow part and caught absolutely nothing. Using a River 2C whopper plopper. But I did, Paul, you're gonna love this. So do you know what today's stream is? We're fishing with stuff that we found. So no cheating. And while I was on a live stream right now, we found a new thing. Hold on. I found this EWG hook, brand new, just laying on, and it's super sharp. I think this might be actually be the one made by Berkeley, because it's very nice. And we're gonna throw a worm on it. I think I still remember how to properly rig a EWG hook. All right. Let's see. Now I gotta start. How do I start this here? Hide the hook. All right, and now we okay. Look at that. Oh, I still know how to do this. See that? You think we catch something? Thank you. The only thing I'm not proud of is I connected it with a swivel, but it's okay. Now, no guarantees we're going to catch a bass, but this is my kid's fluking rod. It's a Tsunami Airwave with a Daiwa BG MQ 3000D reel. The reel is really nice. It's good to see all the YouTube live stream legends are in my live stream. I feel blessed. Hold on, and I was so happy I just put my swivel right through my tip. All right, I gotta be careful. I usually don't have swivels like that, but today's. Now, no guarantees we're gonna catch anything. You never see grumpy, but it sinks pretty fast too. We caught my PB bass on a live stream using a rig like that, just a green one. And there are bass in here. Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm wearing my waders so I can do this. Hold on. I'm getting the water a little bit. I really should have spent my time and done a proper knot between braid and fluorocarbon. Grumpy, lazy as always. Let's let it drop. It was pretty fast though. There are definitely bass in this area. Let me check my drag just so I don't miss a hook set. Virginia Possum. Hey, thank you for the star. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. That was just a bird. I find that twitching the worm is sometimes weightless. My kid used to catch them like crazy using this setup. You hit 750 subs. Super flies for super guys. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, I think I had a little bitey bite. Hold on. All right, there's a little area here that I want to cast to. And not into the tree. Okay, that's good right there. That's as good as it's gonna get for Grumpy. Here we go. You guys remember last live stream over here? I had to go in and get my lures off that tree. No, the bass don't want to bite. It looks really good. I don't know why they're not biting it. Come on. I'm just gonna get it out to a different spot and maybe there's a bass there. Let's check. Now, once again, I am not a bass fisherman, and this is not even a, well, this is a bass fishing rod, you can say. I think fluke fishing rods, if you're doing finesse fishing, and bass fishing rods are all the same. Thank you. Guys, check out Paul's channel if you're not subscribed to Paul. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to me if you're not subscribed, but I'm going to ask you to subscribe to Paul, because Paul is the man. I got much better fishermen in my live stream than I am a fisherman myself. I don't think I'm even a fisherman. I'm a YouTuber. Enjoy. Thanks again for always hanging out on my live streams. Virginia, somebody leaving? Hold on. Just wanted to come and say hello, everyone. You'll have a good day. Thanks again for stopping by, Virginia. Now, if you guys are laughing at me for the way I'm bass fishing, I accept the criticism. It's okay. But I'm going to tell you, in Jersey, for some reason, for us, in my area, bass fishing is very hard, and the only rig that consistently catches us bass, it's either gulp minnow on a 2.5 inch gulp minnow and we catch bass as a bycatch when you twitch it, or it's these. But usually I fish them in the green color. But since today's rules are we can only fish with what we find, this is a I don't know what is this, like purple nurple. Yeah, I'm using that, but we do catch the most bass using those setups. Just a Senko, weightless, and it has to be weedless because weeds are all over Jersey. And that's the, oh, that was close, that was close. Almost hit the tree. I'm gonna let it drop. This is my last retrieve with the worm. Oh, I got a bite. Hold on. I mean, my rod tip, maybe something ran to my rod, but I just definitely had a little, I felt it in my rod tip. Let it drop. You basically kind of want to send it through the weeds. If you got pumpkin seed worms or Senko's down in Princeton. Pumpkin seed worms, you know what? I found Princeton is about a 45-minute drive for me. My kid used to be on a swim team. We used to do all the competitions in that Princeton University pool. But You know what? I do have pumpkin seed in my bag. Let me go grab it. Since somebody made a comment that I could. Here, let's go grab it real quick. For those of you that don't know, we're just fishing with the rigs that we found. The rigs today are nothing that I purchased, only things I found. We actually found this EWG hook while fishing right now. And we're fishing with it. So I have these, but these are crappy. I don't like them. They're weird. All right, hold on. So I'm gonna unhook this slowly, so I can use this later. All right, so we use this one, and this is the second one that I found. You see, it's been hooked before, but it's been hooked as a wacky rig. I don't think it's ever been hooked from the other side. It doesn't have the slot, so I can go in anywhere I want. Okay. Wait, Grumpy, what are you doing, Grumpy? Hold on. Okay, here we go. We do have to make it weightless. Okay. For somebody that doesn't bass fish, this is not bad. I'm going to say so myself. Let's go try it. Is that the pumpkin you were looking for? It's a little late. That kind of looks like a baby water snake. All right. Oh, that's right, Paul. You're going for the Wells catfish. That is a pretty catfish. It almost looks like a snakehead when people catch them. All right, let's try to the right first. Just a short cast. Oh no! Oh my God! I almost put it on the tree. You see that branch shaking? Whew. Grumpy almost went on the side quest. Clinton Maury Outdoors. Good morning. FXOBS Tramp. What's going on? Hold on. Who else is here? But yeah, we had a guy stop by from Princeton, Tom K. Edward in June will be epic. In June will be epic. I will go on the Monster Creek. Wait. Oh, I thought I had a bite. You know how we always get bites on the live stream? I read the chat and then boom, we get bite. People know that it's true. Oh no, Grumpy. Look. Look what I did. I cut the pumpkin seed in half. No. Why you do? Man, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I was casting it out and I touched a branch and the pumpkin seed snapped. Let's do a wacky rig just for funsies. I know this is not right, but man, it was fun while it lasted. Let's do this one time just for funsies. Does it have motion? It does. It doesn't have much motion. Just for funsies. All right, let's go to the ultralight and catch some small fish. Let's go to the ultralight and rig something on. I'm still not sure what we're gonna rig on, but we did not catch anything with bass rig. And the worm broke in half. Well, actually, you know what? Should we try the other worm? Hold on. Let's try the other warm wacky rig. Somebody suggested that before. We also found this thing here while fishing. Throw it in the box. Let's wacky rig this one real quick. From what I understand, wacky rigging is just you can still use it if you have a small WG or worm hook. Yes, but I have this thing, which I think is a better color. When you wacky rig things, you just put it through, right? I wacky rigged gulp minnows before for fun, and they worked. Okay, wacky rig. For those of you that asked. And this way I can cast it and wait for it to drop and talk to you guys. If you make fun of me for the way I bass fish, it's totally fine. I'm not a bass fisherman. No glacier shark. I'll put 2 big halibut pellets from 36mm each on the hair, and also a floating profile from 20mm on the hair under the hook. Let the wacky rod float all the way to the bottom before twitching. Yes. What about a minnow lover? Minnow lover. Hold on. So yeah, I let the wacky rig fall, and I'll just twitch it. Should I just twitch and reel it up a little bit? I believe it's more a matter of locating an active fish than the lure inspector. Yes. So the fish usually will be active in that corner where we're fishing. You're absolutely right, Glacier. What we're gonna do is I'll fish this wacky rig for a little bit. It's raining, I don't know if you guys can see. And then we're gonna run to a crappie spot. It's not a crappie spot, it's a crappie spot. And maybe I'll catch you guys a couple of fish before we end the live stream. I do have a trout magnet in my bag that we found. And I have a couple of crappie lures. This lake or pond is absolutely loaded with bass, just so you know. But they're all tiny. They're all tiny. Sometimes you just see schools of bass swimming. The biggest one me and my kid caught on a gulp minnow was it's probably like 2.5 pounds. I don't think it was bigger than that. Like, the bass are way overpopulated in this pond. I don't know what they feed on, but do you have any crankbaits, rattle traps? Yes, I do have crankbaits. I only get bass bites with moving baits, top water. You got the same braid? It's a spider braid, I think. Yeah, like I said, this is my kid's fluking rod. But it actually works great as a bass rod, too. I do like the rod you have. What is it? It's a, so some people don't like them. It's a Chinese rod. It's a Tsunami Airwave Elite. But this was recommended to us by a, like guys that catch nonstop fluke at the Jersey Shore. So yeah, here we go. Tsunami Airwave Elite. It's 7 feet 6 inches long. It is very, very nice. I really want to buy a Century rod, but one can dream, right? I don't have Century rod money. So I just fluke fish with, what do I fluke fish with? I fluke fish with bass rods, and I have great success. No complaints. All right. All right, let's throw on a little crankbait lure for the ultralight that we found. Hold on, guys. We were just messing around with the silly worm that we found. What do I have? What do I have? You know what we might... I really don't want to catch a bass. What I want to catch is a... I want to catch a... Oh, great. How do I do this? I want a crappie. Hold on. I don't know how this happened. This one we also found on one of the live streams. You think this will work? This is a very popular trout lure. But crappie should buy this too. Terry B, good morning. I'm sorry if I'm not keeping up with the chat. My mind is racing. Tsunami makes good gear. Normally stiff action. I have owned some striped bass. Wait, Glacier, have you ever lived in on the East Coast? Some people swear by Tsunami. I like it. It's very hard for me to justify buying any rod over 150 bucks. If I was still working my job I was working 5 years ago, I'd buy it, but nowadays, no. I think my most expensive rod is that Japanese ultralight rod I bought. But yeah, I think it is stiff. I do have to admit, it is very stiff. It doesn't have that action that some bass rods have. Fish Twitch full 6 to 10 Twitch full. I'll remember that trip if you're still in the live stream. Terry, got it. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can catch anything on this, but that's more of like a trout lure, I think, just for funsies. And then I'm going to take you to the crappie spot. Maybe I'll catch you a crappie on that trout magnet. And yeah, I mean, was this a great live stream? I don't think so, but we had fun. You got to fish around a random pond in Jersey with me. I hope you had fun. I'm thinking we're going to pick up a bunch of seaweed, but seaweed. What's the proper term for that vegetation that we keep picking up? You know what? Swims nicely. I think we might get something with this. Man, this thing just flies. Yes, sir, from Restorvia originally. Used to drive OCMD every weekend to fish the catwalk on the Route 50 bridge. Oh, wow. So we're basically like almost, not neighbors, but we're one state separation neighbors. Are you planning to live in Alaska forever? Something I would do. I would love to do something like that. I once considered, when I was doing my bio major, I really wanted to be a teacher in Alaska. When I realized I was not going to make it, I wasn't smart enough to make it into med school. I've been in Alaska for 17 years. Wow, 17 years, Glacier. Goes by fast, right? That's longer than I've been married. Why I get no bite? There has to be fish in this corner of the pond. There has to be fish here. I know there's fish here, but they don't bite. All right, let me take you to the crappie spot. And that's where we're gonna end it, because I'm at 17%. But before I do that, hold on, guys. Before I do that, before my phone dies, give me a sec. I'm gonna pop out and unlock my car, because if my phone dies... Okay, I'm back. You have property in Central Virginia. I'd like to retire there, maybe closer to the coast. Got it. Terry B, you ran out. Okay, I saw that. Okay, let's run to the spot, and we'll see what happens there. Unfortunately, no luck with the bass today. I really want to throw on a trout magnet that we found. So I do have some small hooks that we found. I'll show you real quick. I have a hook a trout magnet hook, and I have this beat up trout magnet that we found, and I think I still have, I know it's a mess, but this is not my stuff. Oh wait, we found this whole rig right here. That would be perfect for crappie. Check this out. See that? So we'll fish this in the last, when I'm down to 10%. Maybe I'll catch you guys a fish to finish it off. I'm just kind of happy I found that nice looking EWG hook. All right, let's get out of here. I'm at 17%. We have to move. I'm at 14% now. Hold on, let me bring down the brightness on my screen. I have to catch a fish before the live stream ends. Look at the birds. So before my phone dies, I just wanted to thank you guys again for hanging out. We got 57 people in the live stream. It's very nice. The live stream numbers have been low, so thanks for showing up, guys. It means a lot to us. All right, come on. I'm walking as fast as I can. 14%. Come on, Grumpy. We got this. Fall. All right, we're here. I think we'll catch a fish here. The best thing you can do if you're new to fishing and you're doing bank fishing like me, the best thing you can do for your fishing, and that is not the most expensive lure, is you use your 2 feet and you move around the whole body of water to find fish. You basically want to be a live scope. That's one tip I can confidently give to you. I think I just had a bitey bite. All right. %. Did I pick up? Yeah, I knew this was going to happen. Check this out. Let me walk into the water for a better cast. I knew this was going to happen. Check this out. 14%. Did I pick up? Yeah, I knew this was going to happen. Check this out. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14% Let me walk into the water for a better cast. All right, 2 more casts with this thing, and I'm switching to that crappie magnet. Maybe we'll catch a crappie. Not my favorite hook on that crappie magnet, but it is what it is. I noticed that sometimes you can catch an insane amount of fish on those crappie magnets. My kid caught bass, white perch on them, regular perch. I don't think that's a fish. I think that's vegetation. All right, let's throw on a crappie magnet. That's how we're gonna end it. I'm kind of rushing, so. Okay, so this is what we're going to use. We found it somewhere on the tree, and we're going to try to catch a fish with it. Oh, okay, it's not properly rigged. Let's re-rig it real quick. Hold on. Okay, so okay, better. You see how the tail now has come apart? Has better looking action. This is dangerous. This can catch some fish. This is actually a good lure to end the stream with. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. Thanks, Edward. Thanks for the positivity in the live stream. Yeah, so fix the rig, and we're gonna try to catch a fish on it. I like. I'm not having a spectacular day. That's funny. Pier nubs. Oh wow, I don't know how I did that. Give me a second, guys. See what happens when you rush? Let me make sure this drops into my bag. Oh, grumpy. And do the knot, just regular clinch knot is fine. I noticed that a regular clinch knot, maybe I'm just lazy, and I'm trying to prove myself right, but a regular clinch knot, most always, is all you need. At least for ultralight fishing. Okay, let's catch a fish. Come on, we got this. Hadouken! Oh, this thing flies. I think we're gonna get a fish with this. %. Yes, I do use lures with feathers. I'm actually going to be using a lot of those. I just purchased a bunch of them from Ranyo, who's in the live stream. He makes them. He actually made my lures on the live stream. I'm very excited. Oh, I just had a bite. I definitely had a bite. Yes, but today's we have rules for today's live stream is to only use the lures that we found. Most of these lures we actually found on the live stream, but we're only fishing with stuff that we found in the lake. There's fish there. I think something's playing with me. I don't think, no, that's definitely not fish. %. I don't know if I can make it to my other spot. If I get no fish in 3 casts, we're gonna run for it again. I want to end this stream with a fish. I think I wrapped it around it. But yeah, we're fishing. For those of you that don't know, we're just fishing ultralight right now. We switched 4-pound line. And I'm using a crappie magnet on a jig head. I think there's a fish that keeps playing with me. Oh, bites. Definitely get bites. Oh, why no fish? Definitely getting bites. But I think small bluegills are messing with me. This is, after all, a crappie magnet, so it's harder for them to attack it. Let's do it again. Nah, that's not a fish. I'm gonna reduce the screen brightness. I think we can make it there. Catch a fish. Catch at least another one fish. I don't know. We'll try it. What about that? That spot has the least amount of vegetation out of all these spots, so I'm hopeful. All right. I think we can make it. Yeah, it is a fun challenge. You know how you can make this challenge much harder? I thought about it. You can come in with just a fishing rod, a reel, and a line, but then you need to really come in with a GoPro because you might be looking for stuff for a while. You can challenge yourself that way. But if I do that, I don't know if I'll be able to do that because that would require probably like a 5-hour live stream. You come in with just line on your rod and you fish with whatever you find while live. But I think I can see how that can get boring for people. All right, so we're at 9% on my phone. At this point, we can probably still catch a fish. Let's be hopeful. Now we're down to 8. I'm feeling great. We're almost at the last spot. Right, here we are. I think I'll be able to catch you a fish. Oh wow, I went the wrong way here. There's a hole in the ground right there. Oh, all right. It's a little tight here. I'm not even taking the time to take off my backpack. I'm gonna catch you a fish. Now watch this cast. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna try to catch you a fish right now. If I lose this one, I think we're gonna end the live stream. If I lose the lure, but oh man, I did lose it. There's a tree there that sometimes crappie stays around, but today it wasn't my luck. I sometimes lose lures there. Hold on. Let me pass it around the tree. Maybe I'll be able to get it out. Today it wasn't my luck. I just got stuck in it. Hold on. Yeah, that sucks. Well, I guess I called it. Nah, I think we're stuck, guys. All right. Well, yeah, unfortunately I lost that crappie magnet that I was using. That was a cool lure. We're at 7. You know what? Let me tie something else on. I still have 7%, so we're not dead yet. I don't know where I found it. Somebody in the comments of my shorts told me that they cut one of these trout magnet grub tails to give it more action. I don't know. Let's see, 6%. Can we catch fish before? All right, let's go cast it out there. 4% on the phone. Can we catch a fish before the phone dies? I'm gonna cast it to the right of the brush. At this point, it's called "Can we catch a fish before the phone dies?" Oh, I just had a bite. Fish, I got one. Here we go. Grumpy came through. There you go. Got one. J-Fish, what's up? J-Fish 718. Yes, but that tree, I'm telling you now, J-Fish, that tree is big. It has a lot of my tube jigs on it, though. Okay, phone, we did it. We did catch a fish. My phone's at 4%, so if we die, we die. But, caught you a fish. I did catch you a fish. Well, hold on, I'm trying to change the pinned message, but I can't. I'm sorry, Albert. Hold on. Ian, what's up? We're fishing with lures that we found today. Today is the challenge. I only lost one lure so far today, and that was a crappie magnet. I think my phone's about to die, guys, so if the live stream ends, I apologize. But we did catch one fish right at the end. Oh, I just had a bite. More catch. Jeez. It's hanging out with me today and fishing. It's been a pleasure. We did catch a fish last second. But yeah, real life fishing is not as fun as they make it out to be sometimes. Sometimes you're just messing around to catch a fish. Top water did not work today. Glad I made it in time today. Always fun having with you, Grumpy. You got it, Superfly. No problem. Oh, I got a good one too. Hold on. We're gonna end the stream with a nice one. That's a good juicy bluegill, right? That always comes through. All right, I think we're gonna end it here so we don't. So yeah, there you go. Third bluegill of the day. All right, so we fished with the lures we found. We didn't do great, but we still caught fish. It was fun. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you. I really do. And for those that stayed in the whole live stream lesson, that's 2 hours. I really